As Russia's military suffers more setbacks in its invasion of Ukraine, President Biden warned last week that Russian President Vladimir Putin is, quote, not joking, unquote, when he talks about using nuclear weapons, saying we face a prospect of nuclear Armageddon unlike anything we have seen since the height of the Cold War. For more on what's happening on the ground in Ukraine, CBS News senior foreign correspondent Charlie D'Agata has more.
In a serious escalation to the war here, security cameras captured the moment a massive explosion tore through the Crimean bridge on Saturday morning. Russian officials blame the explosion on a truck bomb, calling it an act of terror. It comes on the back of a series of setbacks on the battlefields. Ukrainian forces have been clawing back territory on multiple fronts in the south toward Kherson and east in the Donbass region, where we traveled to the liberated city of Lyman. On the way, we spoke with Colonel Serhiy Cherevati, who took part in the battle.
Which weapons were important in this fight?
Artillery was very important, he said. American weapons and, of course, the HIMARS. The high-mobility artillery rocket systems that can strike targets deep behind enemy lines. But every inch of ground retaken in the very territory President Putin has illegally annexed risks retaliation and deepens the specter of a nuclear response. And in an interview with the BBC, President Zelensky has warned Russia may be getting ready.
They begin to prepare their society. That is very dangerous.
Once again this week, the Russian military showed a reckless disregard for human life. Overnight, rockets rained down on a residential neighborhood in Zaporizhia, leveling apartment blocks, killing more civilians. The latest in a series of strikes. Earlier this week on a Grand Avenue in Zaporizhia, we found firefighters still dousing a mountain of twisted metal and concrete. Several hours after the rocket attack, and the building is still smoldering. This is no longer a rescue operation. And this is in an upmarket neighborhood in the center of town. The more Russian troops lose against Ukrainian soldiers, the more they retaliate against civilians. Renewed shelling at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant has cut the main power lines there. Engineers have had to rely on emergency diesel generators. President Putin has signed a decree declaring that it's now officially under Russian ownership. Major?
Charlie, thank you.